message.
There are two words that are often used interchangeably, but they carry very different energies, and that is power and force. It is an important distinction because it has major implications for how we approach personal growth, leadership, and creating positive change in the world. Power is the skilled application of effort or energy to influence people, events, or circumstances, and it operates through understanding, integrity, and a grounded presence. Force, on the other hand, is the temporary application of excessive effort or energy to manipulate people, events, or circumstances. Force relies on violence, intimidation, and external control. Now, force may seem to work in the short term. A tyrannical boss can bully their team into submission through threats and aggression. An insecure person can try to mask their lack of self-worth by bragging, dominating conversations, and putting other people down. Even on a global scale, military invasions and oppressive regimes can temporarily seize power through brutal force. And it might work in some cases, but force is inherently fragile and self-destructive. It creates resistance, resentment, and a constant need to double down on controlling other people. Sustainable influence can never come through force alone. Power, on the other hand, is profoundly generative. When we embody sincere wisdom, skill, and care for those around us, we naturally attract people who want to collaborate and contribute. Our leadership emerges organically because we have cultivated genuine trust and goodwill. Let me give you a personal example. When I was young, I used to be a major control freak. When working on group projects, I had a tendency to dominate the process with my superior ideas, criticize the contributions of other people by always pointing out what they might be missing, and frantically pushing my agenda out of fear that things would not turn out perfectly. I was grossly insecure and operating purely from a place of force, and surprise, surprise, it created a number of conflicts, resentments, and subpar results. It was only when I learned to truly listen, empathize, and facilitate an environment of mutual trust and respect that I started experiencing the profound power of synergy. My co-workers felt safe to offer their full creativity and talents, and I learned to integrate diverse perspectives, and the final products ended up being infinitely better than what my limited vision could ever have produced alone. And you know what? This principle extends way beyond the workplace and into how we approach basically every area of our life. Our relationships, parenting, community, organizing, you name it. People can sense when we are coming from a place of domination and control. That's force. And inversely, they're naturally drawn to those of us who lead by example with authenticity and care. Now that is real power. Now this does not mean that we should all turn into complacent pushovers. Having a solid sense of personal power means sticking to our ethics and being willing to challenge unhealthy dynamics. But there is a huge difference between standing our ground with compassionate integrity and lashing out with brute force. The path of power is ultimately about aligning our intentions, skills, capabilities, and presence to inspire cooperation rather than demand obedience. It's recognizing that we do not need to diminish or control other people in order to effectively influence events. You will be amazed by how much more easily you can inspire, collaborate, and create positive change, all without resorting to the fragile crutch of force.